Have you ever thought about the phrase whole heart? Well, I was reading the Bible the other day and it just jumped out at me. That's what happens to me, and that's what inspires about 90% of these radio programs is when something jumps out at me. And so I picked out four verses that have the term whole heart in it. And first I looked up, what does whole mean? The entire thing, the entire or total assemblage of parts. The whole religion is contained in the short precept, love God with your heart and your neighbor as yourself. So that it's talking about the entire thing. Well, then my mind went back many, many years ago to a talk that I saw Barbara Burke give at First Baptist Church in Hammond at a spectacular. She had a very large heart drawn out and put on an easel. It was before the days of using PowerPoint, obviously. And she had sectioned out her a heart and had a section for a husband and a section for children and a section for God and a section for extended family and a section for ministry, all the things that we love, you know. And when I read this verse the other day, I guess that picture, and that's what I like so much about visual aids in talks, because they come back to you. That picture came back to me about the whole heart. And so when I read Psalm 119 verse 2, blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart. Our whole heart seeking him. Our whole heart wanting what's best for him. And then an illustration, of course, I always try to give you an illustration, is the other day a lady had made me believe, later I found out it wasn't true, but she made me believe that she was going to write a certain type of article for the upcoming May issue, which that article's due in February, the 1st of February. And so I just emailed her to ask her about whether she was going to be able to do that article. And then she let me know that that was a misunderstanding, that she really couldn't, and which was fine. And you know why it was fine? Because I, in my heart, want what's best, because in my heart she's one of my friends, she's one of my supporters of Christian Womanhood, she's very important to me. And so when she said she wouldn't be able to do it, I didn't get upset with her like, you can't, I can't believe it, I'm so disappointed, now I got to do it. I didn't think any of that. I just thought, I'm glad that she said no, because I love her with my whole heart, and I want what's, that part of me, that part of my heart that has that friend in there, wants what's best for her. So I'm not going to be upset with her because she can't do this article. Now, all of you out there that have promised me to do me articles, don't rely on that, because I'm counting on you and I need you. But I'm being honest with you about that. When you seek him with your whole heart, then every part of you wants to do right for everybody that's in your heart. It's like your heart's being filled with the love of God. I believe when we seek him with our whole heart, then our love for everybody that's part of our heart intensifies. Psalm 119 verse 10, with my whole heart I have sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Right there it says, when you love with your whole heart, you're going to want to obey the Bible. And so whatever comes to your mind that you've sort of slipped up on, like maybe you don't read your Bible every day and you're supposed to seek him every day. Maybe that convicts your heart. Well, then when you're seeking him with your whole heart, and when you're wanting to please him with your whole heart, you should want to obey the commandments. You should want to obey the Bible. So that means you should try to fix it in some way of getting more Bible in you. Psalm 119:58, I entreated thy favor with my whole heart. Be merciful unto me according to thy word. So the psalmist said here, I'm looking out for you to favor me, and I'm doing it with my whole heart. And I'm talking about this trial that this season of trials that we've been going through for several weeks now, with two of our rigs, our big motorhomes, being broken down in Stockton, Missouri, and all the kids, when we pulled out to leave, couldn't come with us. They had to stay behind because they had their vehicles weren't working right. And it's been very hard, but as I've been claiming this verse, I want your favor, God. I want your favor so much that you'll allow those rigs to get fixed, and get them fixed in a more inexpensive manner than what we thought. That would even be nice. And then the verse says, "Be merciful unto me according to thy word." He explains all that. Jeremiah 24:7, "And I will give them an heart to know me, that I am the Lord, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart." You know what? Let's be very conscious today about seeking God with our whole heart, wanting to please Him, wanting to grant His favor, wanting to love the people that are part of our whole heart, through wanting to love them because of the love of God that we have in our whole heart. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.